Welcome back to another magnificent episode of DadDimes. I'm, of course, DJ. This is Justin, and today we got a very special guest today. One of my most favorite people in the world. He's my cousin, more like a brother to me. Welcome, Jared Bear.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. How are you guys?
Going pretty good. It's been exciting to get you on the podcast. We've been trying to get you on for a while, but your schedule kind of sucks, so...
It does.
Whatever.
Someone likes to work.
Yeah.
Pay bills.
Yeah, he's a Denver Bronco, actually.
I could see that.
Well, he works for the same company.
Okay.
So it's
He's
cool.
You're basically on the team.
Basically.
He's a slave to the man is what he is.
This is true. They make a lot of money.
Rolling back those... I haven't seen it roll back in years. We're rolling forward
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Rolling up them prices.
Yeah, price changes every day going up. $1.
Damn.
Yeah.
By the end of this, I do need to talk to you about, do I get a discount to join the club? Or because right now we're not getting any sponsorship from the Rostro. I mean, is the other one, is there a way to get a discount? I mean, it's a little bit further. I don't know if I want to be part of the Walton fam, but I don't know, maybe.
I don't know it's Walmart Plus now, you know.
we are plussing it up.
Oh, it's not Sam's Club no more? It's Walmart Plus?
It's Walmart Plus, yeah. Well, for Walmart, it's Walmart Plus, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's kind of gay.
Do they have their own golf clubs?
No.
Golf balls?
Nope.
Apparel?
No.
Nah.
They're not nearly as cool as Costco.
You say that, but those are the only place locally that I can find a tomahawk steak. So there's that.
At Walmart?
Yeah.
True.
Costco did start carrying something similar.
Rostro.
But
I would rather go to.
it's significant.
But drive up, though. I don't want to go in anymore. It's getting a little sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not just at the Walton place. It's really anywhere you go anymore.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's great. This week, this is episode 13, but we're going to wind it back to 12 for the years on the bottle here.
Okay.
So what do we got?
Well, today we have a special bottle for our special guest. Today is Jack Daniel's 12-year. I believe it's just recently released. It's a limited release, but this bad boy is 53.5% alcohol alcohol by volume, 107 proof. This particular bottle is from batch number 2.
And that's where we're getting. I mean, technically, this is the second run of the 12-year. Batch number 1 being last year, batch number 2 being this year, and that's it for now. Maybe batch 3 next year if they're going to keep doing it. I'm wondering if they're going to do a 14-year because if they did the 12-year last year, 13 will be this year, which will be the second batch 12. Yeah. 14-year would actually be kind of cool. So, but yeah, batch number 2, super low run. You don't see a lot of barrels out there, and you really don't find it on shelves. Yeah. You have to have a special person or a organization out there that'll give you a little text message saying, "Hey, we got something new." And that's what we're doing here. So we have
shout out to our buddies at Cherrywood Liquors.
Cherrywood Liquor. I mean, they came through again. At some point, you get a text message saying, "Hey, here's something you haven't tried. Here's something you haven't reviewed yet. Get it on the show." And by the way, we still have some if your viewers want to come out and enjoy what we have. So that's what they have here.
It's exciting.
Nice.
It's super exciting.
Super exciting. So should we just jump right into it?
Well, I mean, a couple things we should talk about. Jack Daniel's, Lynchburg, Tennessee. They tried to replicate the distillery in other locations. They couldn't get the taste correctly because of the waters that were going through the mountains and through their process. You couldn't replicate the same pH levels. You couldn't replicate what was going through the various limestones. So it had to stay in Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Lynchburg, Tennessee. And I believe we did go over some of that in our Sinatra episode. Yeah. So if you want to get a crash course, rewind, go re-listen to our Sinatra episode.
What episode was that? Is that 3?
3-ish.
Ish? How many is it from the left over there?
3.
3. Yep, episode 3. Sinatra, a little bit of history on the old Jack Daniel's distillery. So 12-year, though. Looking forward to it.
12-year.
So we got the sniffers. We're going to maybe
pop the cork.
We're going to try it again, right? Yeah. That one even sounded better. I like that one a lot. That's more like a... Very nice. What do you think?
I like the sound.
12 year. Got
Mr. JB.
Got the old sniffer here, the DadDimes sniffers. This is the second show we were able to bring these in.
Mr. Cush Brady himself.
Give me an old merch.
I was a big pour.
Big pour.
Yeah. I didn't
It's all right, though. You're going to get acquainted with it.
Yeah.
It's not. We're getting fucked up.
Yeah, Back Hills, Tennessee.
All right, Jared Bear. So, proper way to get acquainted is these are sniffer glasses, right? So you stick them up to your old sniffer. Smell one. Say hello. Hello.
That's a really nice scent.
How
I
are
like
you?
it.
Hello again.
Getting real deep.
That's how we get acquainted with it.
This is a 12-year color. This is what
Yeah,
you're
it's-
expecting. It is
it's nice.
dark.
It does got a better color than Sinatra does. For shout.
Yeah. Sinatra's a select. It is something that they usually come out with that every year, which is, well, I mean, they have been. Still, I mean,
Amber color?
they came out a lot more. There's a lot more opportunity with Sinatra this year because they had a contract with the old Costco. So Costco was getting pallets of Sinatra, which you normally just couldn't find it in general.
Never before in history.
So they're upping their production. It's not going to be the same colors. Not going to have the same tones. But this is where we're at. This is 12 years in a barrel,
So,
waiting for you.
Jared Bear is not quite a connoisseur of whiskeys and bourbons, but why don't you tell us what you smell in there, Jared?
I smell like I don't know if it's like vanilla. Like a hint.
Usually, yeah, you get some vanillas
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah, that's from the White American Oak.
He's got a better nose than me. I can't pick up any scents myself.
Yeah, a lot of vanilla. It smells pretty strong.
It smells good. Sweetness to it.
I smell maple.
Maple.
Yeah, that's in there. They say that you can get some tobaccos out of it. I might get it in the taste. We'll see that in a little bit.
Yeah. That's what happened with Blue Note with the sweet corn. Didn't get it in the smell, but you got it in the taste, which is beautiful.
They're saying that it could have a little bit of banana.
Ooh, I like a banana.
Yeah. And then brown butter.
Brown butter.
Is that like brown sugar, but butter?
Possibly.
Oh, yeah, I get the brown butter.
I don't know if I've actually tried brown butter.
That's some brown butter right there, boy.
I do smell the banana though, yeah.
But it smells. I mean, it smells what you would expect out of a whiskey crafted by the Jack Daniel's distillery, put in a barrel for 12 years. I mean, this is what you are expecting out of it.
Let's give it an old tasty taste, huh?
Yeah,
Did you guys already taste it? I was still getting acquainted.
Getting acquainted. It burns so good. So not a lot of burn, but it is 107 proof, so it is going to be a little bit hotter. Mm-hmm. We're going to bring that back a little bit once we get it on the rocks because we do actually have the ice. It's going to dilute it a little bit. It will change the flavor palette, but 107 proof is more than usual.
Yeah.
But the tasting notes are delicious. This is what you would expect out of a master distillery that's been doing it forever.
Yeah. I think it's the sniff test that's like the art to it, right?
Sometimes. I mean, there have been, I like bourbons. I like things that have been aged a little bit longer. I like a little bit more of the sweetness. There's whiskeys that I will sniff, and I'm like, oh, God, I don't even want to taste that. Mm-hmm. And then you taste it, and you're like, oh, it's really good. Just don't smell it. And then I've also had...
Like Chinese food.
Whiskeys, bourbons, some scotch, where you sniff and you're like, man, it smells so good. And then you taste it and you're like, get it away from me. Right. That was horrible. So to be able to balance both of it, I mean, there's a lot that goes into this love.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what are you tasting?
I could taste the banana.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Banana souffle.
Yeah.
They try to make it really fancy.
I don't know about the brown butter, but definitely banana.
That's the only thing I'm tasting is brown butter. No, I'm just joking. I don't know.
Like if I knew what brown butter tastes like, this would be it.
True.
There's like a subtle hint of that banana flavor.
Oh yeah.
Very subtle. But it's what you expect for like it's pretty good.
This is a Tennessee whiskey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they do some very unique things at the Jack Daniel's distillery. They burn their own palate. They actually have like a burn. You'd say a room, but it's not really a room. It's an open area that they burn all of their wood to create their own charcoal that they filter their system through. And they've been doing it for so long that the surrounding rocks have turned black, and it has this rich caramel. It's kind of like molasses. So you can't just rinse it off. Like it is adhered to the surrounding rocks. That's
pretty cool.
I think it's
Yeah,
kind of
it
cool.
is. Yeah.
Been doing it so long.
And they have their own fire department.
Oh, nice.
Plus,
Those guys really don't do anything.
I don't know. Do you know how many fire engines they have?
One?
One. Do you know what it's named?
JD1?
Number 7.
Oh.
number 7.
That's for their OG Blackjack number 7. Which is another little historical tidbit. They said that was either the 7th round that they finally got right, or the 7th wife, and that's when he finally figured out that that's what he wanted.
7
Jack.
wives?
Oh, Jack.
Oh, Jack. Jared, do you know about the story what killed Mr. Jack Daniels?
I don't know.
It's sad.
It's pretty sad. If memory serves me correct, he, I'm going to say he was probably drunk. He forgot the combination to the safe. He kicked the safe, which gave him a cut on his foot, which got infected, and that's what killed him.
That's a terrible way to go out, to be honest.
I mean, back then they didn't have modern
Yeah.
medicine, but
True.
all because you were upset and forgot your password.
Yeah.
So if you do the tour, they'll show you the murder weapon.
For real?
Yeah. You go through and they're like, oh, yeah, that's the safe. Like,
That's the one that took him out.
oh, poor Jack.
So the more I get into this, the
Small
more
man.
the more of the banana flavor is
Yeah.
opening up for sure.
Yeah.
Which of course you still got your hints of vanilla. Oak's always there.
Yeah.
And then it
Numbs
has
the tongue.
the Jack Daniel's aftertaste,
Mm-hmm.
which is not so standard Jack Daniel's.
Yeah.
I don't like that aftertaste, but
Yeah.
this aftertaste is actually pretty good. It's got that vanilla-y banana flavor. Probably some brown butter if I knew what that tasted like.
It would probably be in there.
It would probably be in there. It's pretty good though. I'll tell you what, boy.
It tastes like the brown butter. And
Yeah.
butterscotch. Werther's Original.
Oh,
in your
yeah.
glass. That's
Actually, I'm getting up there in age.
Yeah.
I was going to start carrying Werther's Original, just offer them to people.
but
You
not.
want a caramel candy?
Would you like some candy?
Not to kids.
I don't know. When I was growing up, they used to say, "Don't get into cars with strangers." Right? Don't do that. And now we have Uber. So you're getting
Yeah.
into
I'm
cars,
still not
and
offering candy to
you're
kids.
paying them to get
Yeah.
into cars with
That's
strangers.
kind of weird.
Yeah, you would think so.
Remember the candies Grandpa Jack used to always have? Which Jack Daniels, my Grandpa Jack, our Grandpa Jack. He'd always have the big ass fucking peppermint logs.
Okay.
You want some candy, and he'd cut you a chunk off of that thing.
They're massive, yeah.
Yeah, and then he'd have those strawberry ones.
Yeah.
That's wrapped like a strawberry.
I don't even know where you even find those, to be honest.
Disney.
Grandma always had them too.
Dollar store probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
They make them at Disney
Do
in
they?
front of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they get
That's-
super fancy.
That is fancy.
And then just for looking at it, it's like $57.
Knowing my grandpa, he was pretty fucking cheap. He did not go to Disney.
It wasn't
to get
Disney.
those.
He went to Disney,
He would he'd be like, all right, boy.
which is Lakeside.
Actually, where I work, Lakeside Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He would tell us, all right, boy, go out there and mow the lawn. I need you to mow the front back lawn. I need you to pick the weeds out of Grandma's garden. All this stuff. And I'll pay you for it. So you go spend half the day because you're only fucking 6 years old, mowing lawns you never done before, picking weeds. It's like, all right, I got you this, and he give you 50 cents after a hard day's work. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So I was always really good at math.
Still are.
I'm still pretty good at math.
Number cruncher.
Rain Man.
I remember very early on that I don't know if it was. Well, parents would say, I'd give you 5 cents for every can that you crush. So I would go out and crush as many cans as possible, and then be like, "All right, here's the tabulation. You owe me $76. Here's $1.50." Like, I'm never working for you again.
Never.
You know what our grandpa said? Because he was a bit of a drunk too.
Huh?
So he had beer cans everywhere.
Oh,
He's like, "Hey boy, I need you to crush these cans." And it was just expected. And if we didn't do it, we'd get in trouble.
yeah.
He'd yell at you. He was scary.
Well, I also know that the $1.50 that I got, and they went and they turned in the cans for 10 cents a can, and all of a sudden they made like $147. And I'm like, you
That was this guy's dad, right?
got it.
Talk about rip-off artists. We'd go to my grandma's house, and my uncle would be there. His dad, my Uncle Jerry. And my mom would go, "Here's $5 because, you go over to grandma's house for the weekend. Other cousins are going to be there and stuff." And as part of the tax, we'd ask, "Hey, Uncle Jerry, can you take us to 7-Eleven? All right, let's go to 7-Eleven. How much money your mom give you?" I'm like, "Well, she gave me $5. And then my cousin would be like, "Oh, she gave me $5. He's like, "All right, cool, let me hold it." We'd get there. He'd let us pick out 3 candies on the bottom shelf. And back in the day at 7-Eleven, there were 25-cent candies. And we were happy. "Oh, we got these candies." So we'd pick out fucking $1's worth of candies between the two of us. And he'd spend the rest of the money on whatever he wanted. It wasn't until I got older I was like, that motherfucker ripped us off.
And now you have kids, and you're like, "Here, I'll hold that money for you."
No, my kids are smarter than I was. They're like, "Fuck you, Dad. I ain't letting you hold shit."
Yeah, I'm gonna get that in crypto.
Crypto, yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted you to send me that and some Shiba Inu. That's a crypto.
Oh, I thought that was a dog.
I think it is.
It is. It's a dog,
Yeah.
but they created a crypto that's around that. And
Shiba Inus are actually pretty cool. I went to a customer's house of mine, and they had an 8-foot tall fence.
Oh.
And they said I had to get an 8-foot tall fence because my dog just jumps the fence.
Yeah.
And so I go over there and I look at the dogs. I'm like, this fucking dog? They're Shiba Inus, right? Which is a Japanese fighting dog.
Yeah.
I go over there. We're
know
looking at the.
Yeah.
I got useless information, but go over there. We're trying to locate the sewer line because the sewer line's backed up, can't clear it or whatnot. So we're looking, and all of a sudden we seen 2 dogs, 8-foot high fence. Their Shiba Inus aren't very big.
Yeah.
They're just jumping, and they're clearing that fence by like a foot. It's just jumping. You see them, you're like, what the fuck?
You know why? They defy the laws of physics.
Japanese fighting dogs.
Also,
Insane.
did you know that the laws of physics creates a mental marker in your brain, and that's the reason why you can't defy them?
Really?
You could until you're told that you can't.
I mean, that's
Look
too
at the
smart.
Shiba Inu, right?
Yeah.
The law Shiba
Inu.
Inu.
Right? They shouldn't be able to. They've never been told that they can't,
True.
so they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I'm just saying. You can do anything until you're told that you can't. And then all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, I want to be president." "You can't be president." And you're like, "I guess I can't. Thanks."
Nobody told Joe Biden that.
Thanks for killing him. Exactly. And
Someone-
look where he's at.
Yeah, someone should have told him. Someone should have told him.
No one told him.
Not even Obama. Like, hey, man, you're just the vice president. You would never be president.
So we try to stay away from politics because that's going to create a division on the show.
Oh, yeah, true.
But I will throw this out there. If Michelle ran, I'm voting for Michelle.
I'm not.
I would absolutely vote for Michelle.
Wouldn't. I'm sick of the fucking, like, she made the lunch thing at school.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Feed the kids. They're our future. The children are our future.
I believe the children are our future.
See?
Teach them well and let us lead the way. Sexual chocolate. That boy good. You know what movie that's from? Coming to America, man. Are you kidding me?
To America.
Nah, man.
Oh, my God. You young motherfuckers.
They have a sequel now.
I'm not even 30 yet, man.
Oh, man.
No.
Someone said...
What it is to be in your 20s.
Great, actually, yeah.
Yep.
I mean...
Thriving.
I don't know if I'd want to do it again.
I mean, there's a reason why we call him tiny infant cousin little baby Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I age, really.
I don't know. You look old as fuck. You got those wrinkles right there. What's that?
That's Walmart, man. That's Walmart. Strictly
Look at
Walmart
that
right
gray.
there.
Is that? Oh, I
Nah, not one.
So
not one.
was your first job at Walmart?
Yeah.
That's where you started at.
Yeah.
And you've been at the same place since your first job.
Yeah. Well, I switched stores. I was at the Arvado store, and then
Then he went to King Supers for a tad bit.
oh yeah, that.
That was a shit show, huh?
Yeah, terrible.
And then back
The
to
union,
Will.
nah, I would never work for them again. They'd take a lot, like $50 a check. I'm like, for what? You know, sheesh.
Yeah.
Union.
Yeah,
Union.
So if they fire you, you can get your job back.
right.
But if they
True.
fire me, I don't want to go work for those fuckers.
True.
Fuck them.
Then I just stuck with Walmart, you know, after I got promoted.
So
it
shout out
was
to my
nice.
mom, who's a new employee at
Oh.
King Supers, and I hope
Yeah, shout out.
you're doing great. And I'm hoping
Shout
that's
out.
gonna,
Hopefully it works better than the post
And then-
office.
that was that's my okay. But you know what? I mean, I'm gonna throw this out there.
That's some good whiskey right there.
That's some great whiskey. I like the whiskey. King Supers, Kroger, soon to be. They're working on it. Piggly Wiggly here in Colorado. They're trying to rebrand.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, the Piggly Wiggly's popular where?
South.
Like Texas and
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if it'll
Kroger's
be-
South.
I know in like what is it in California? It's Ralph's or some shit. Like out west,
I don't know. I don't know why they don't just brand it the exact same thing across the nation and say
Kroger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kroger.
Who
Just say Kroger?
cares?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I care. I like King Supers. I'm sure.
I'm Wally World, man.
I mean, in it to win it.
Yeah.
In it to win it. So how many years?
Only, let's see, going on my third year in April, actually.
With this store or with
Yeah.
all the stores total?
All the stores total.
3 total.
Or 2 total.
But this was your first job.
Yep.
And I'm carrying the one. So and you're almost 30. Mm-hmm. So you didn't have your first job until 28?
Basically, yeah.
Damn, man. To live in your 20s.
I mean, it was a lot of stuff. Like,
Wow.
yeah. I think,
We're going to go back.
yeah, we could go back.
No. Like, I man.
Yeah. Well, I had a botched knee surgery.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I played football.
Christian McCaffrey ran his ass over towards
Yeah, right.
me.
Well, we did play against Valor when Christian McCaffrey did play for Valor.
Ran his ass over towards knee up.
That's crazy.
That's the better story.
I actually got my cleat stuck in the turf, boom, and I got a helmet straight to the knee.
So is it your fault that he lost the Super Bowl, or is that like years
Nah,
later?
man.
If anything, he prepared him for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true.
But not enough.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Well, he had the knee injury.
Oh. Okay.
But he did fumble in the Super Bowl, which was crucial. Come on.
Yeah.
It's the biggest stage, and you're going to fumble.
So you got a botched knee,
Yeah.
but it's
and
fixed now.
Well, no, because I got the knee surgery. So I got the knee surgery, and then about 3 weeks after, I noticed that it started to swell up super big, right?
Yeah.
And obviously it was infected, so we went to the doctor. They did the MRI.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got out of the MRI, the doctor was like, we need to go to emergency surgery because we left the camera scope in my knee.
I mean, sometimes you forget things.
Yeah. So it was super bad. Like, I was unable to walk for months and months. I could have lost my leg. That was the tough part. But went through a bit of depression during that time.
Yeah, yeah.
But eventually got out of it.
Yeah.
And then now I'm thriving, you know.
You are.
Like, so.
You're doing well, man.
Yeah, so
Rolling up
Walmart
in
was
the
my
Beamer.
first. Yeah.
Jesus.
Walmart was my first job. And then I got promoted after a couple months.
Yeah.
Started really thriving with the company
Yeah.
and noticing how much those managers really, really make,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
And in reality, once you got the job, that kind of changed your whole outlook on life to where you were dedicated to work, which brought you out of that depression.
Yeah, 100%.
Which,
Things worked out, man.
Couldn't be more
They
proud
did.
of you.
I appreciate
Couldn't
it.
be more proud of you.
Yeah.
Guy drives a BMW.
I would have been a little bit more proud if you would have got me tickets to the next Bronco game because, like, your starting lineup. But I mean,
I wish.
no, I
man.
mean, I'm saying, I'm throwing this out there, man. I see what you're doing, and I'm like, you know what? If you are the next generation to support my generation at some point, we're in good hands.
Right.
The generation after you, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right.
it's gonna
You're
be
gonna
okay. It's gonna be all right. No, man, there's a driving force of, hey, you know, can you come do this right now? yeah, man, screw this job. I'm out. I'm going to go do what I want. They're going to find someone else. No, dude, I got to work.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that you have to do some, like, A supports B, so you really have to devote time to A.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing right now is, oh, man, I can get another job tomorrow if I wanted to. The job doesn't matter anymore to get to B because B is going to be provided for me.
True.
So, work ethics, it's amazing. So,
Yeah.
Well,
keep it up.
Average, 60,
Keep it
70
up.
hours a week?
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot.
Jesus.
A lot.
And that's why we're drinking tonight.
Right.
For the money.
We're gonna.
So hard for the money.
Man, you put this down every single time. That's why I was 25. So I'm doing a compilation of every time he sings on the show, and I was gonna say by the end of the year, I'll post it. But really, it needs to be the end of the month because every single one of them is now creating this montage. We're getting there. Well, congratulations, man. It sounds like you're doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good.
I'm enjoying it. I recently switched. I used to be the front end manager, and now I'm over the cosmetics, health and beauty, and OTC pharmacy area now.
So back in the day, I think let's see for a second. When I was an undergraduate at the University of Northern Colorado, I was going for my psychology degree. I needed a job, and I saw this thing, and it was an actual newspaper, which blew my mind that I even opened it up. But under it said jobs were hiring Kmart, loss prevention, and that's how I started getting into the old retail. Is obviously mass
loss
protection.
prevention.
Yeah,
That makes
On
sense.
the ground, Mexican. That's what he used to tell people.
it was in Greeley, Colorado, so no, at all.
It's rough out in Greeley now.
It is super rough and Greeley.
Yeah.
And they shut down Kmart, so we're good. But I started looking at the side of the retail, and I was like, okay, well, there's profits and loss, and then there's shrink, which is all the theft. And,
Yeah. Not only theft, though. Oh, my God. It's not only theft. I think theft is 30% of it, which is crazy.
It's part of it, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it depends. So there's internal theft, employees doing things to cause loss. There's external theft, people going into shoplifting.
Yeah.
And there's just random crap that you throw away. And
Yeah. That is a lot.
so much of that.
So much waste with food. It's insane.
Yeah. Let's get on the rocks and we'll talk about it. So we got these fancy smancy spheres of ice, which how it freezes, it actually it takes out the impurities. It drives a lot of the impurities down to a second layer of ice, which I use for other things.
Yeah.
Drinking. Jackson Cokes. But because those impurities are removed from the upper level ice shelf, I guess, these spheres, it dilutes slower. It melts slower. So you get a several layer tasting profile.
Interesting.
So right now it's cooling it down. It's going to taste different than when you initially took the alcohol out of the bottle. In about 5 minutes, it's going to start to really dilute it, and
So
then
that's
10
what the
minutes,
sphere
and then
does?
15 minutes, and then it slowly melts. So
Yeah.
it's a different party for every taste.
Another way you could get the clear chunk of ice is you boil the water first, and then you freeze it after the boil.
Yeah.
It'll get you a nice clear block of ice.
Yeah. If ice really matters that much to you.
Right.
Just depends. So we're going to go back to the retail stuff because I seriously find it fascinating. There's a science to everything. There's a science to where you place products. There's a science to how you sell things, how things are. You put milk in the back of the store because you're going to have people walk by all the other crap you want them to buy just to get to the milk. Because I just have to run and grab this one thing, but I'm going to put all these hurdles in front of you because then all of a sudden oh yeah, I'm going to want those Oreos later.
Yeah.
I'm going to want those Doritos later, and then that bill goes from $3 to 50 cents.
It could go from $3 to $300.
Yeah.
Super
There's real
quick.
science to it, and it is awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool to capture
Marketing,
that.
so after I stepped out of the front end and
Yeah.
moving to the HBA area, pharmacy area, I'm doing a lot of marketing now. So So placement of items,
Mm-hmm.
bringing items down that are not selling well to push them, get new stuff in, stuff like that.
So there are companies out there, I'm sure that Walton's part of it. I guarantee that is part of their product line. I know that a lot of sporting centers, they put in heat sensors that will actually monitor how long someone's standing in front of a rack to determine how well that product is going to sell once it's spanned out into the other markets.
Insane.
Yeah, like they have gone to that point of, someone will spend 13.7 seconds in front of this item and capture 1 or 2 or 3 of them an hour, where someone will go to this item, they'll be only in front of it for 2.5 seconds, and then they'll move on. That item's not going to sell nationally. We're going to remove it before we push it out.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
I want to get to the more harder-hitting questions. Why are the fucking greeters racist?
Well, and we were going to get there.
No, I'm just wondering.
I can't really explain
Is it
it. I
because
mean, I
they're
can't.
older and they're raised in a different time period where...
It could be that.
Okay.
But I even see it with some of the Hispanic associates as well, toward African Americans, which is really tough. When you see something like that and you're in that type of workplace.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, because there's people that aren't even like they'll let like a Caucasian walk past every time. And then they'll stop an African American person.
I'm friendly and I know everyone. I'm like, hey John, how you doing today? How was the knee surgery? How's the back doing? Hey man, I'll help you out. Here, I brought you some Ensure. Like I am there for them.
But I'm walking with you and they're like, hold on, stop, you bearded son of a bitch.
Because when you walk in, you're like, ugh, I don't want to talk to this person.
That is not true. I'm the most friendly person you talk to.
You're like Casper. You're the friendly.
But I mean, it could be because of their age as well, different era, but it still doesn't make it okay.
No.
And I don't believe that those people should actually work.
I think we should fire them.
Yeah, honestly.
They're protected.
They are, yeah. Heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I found this video game in your bag, Marge.
Yeah.
Huh. Theft?
Theft, yeah.
You're out of here.
You're out of here, yeah.
That actually causes a lot of problems, though. If you stop someone, and I want to get into other topics tonight, but I also want to get into something that has been heavily on my mind when it comes to door greeters stopping people. Mm-hmm. Is there a contract that I sign, or just with my presence, that when I walk in, by shopping with the company, I am engaging in this contract that when I leave, you have the right to stop me to check my receipt?
No, you're not obligated to do anything like that, no.
I mean, cause there's always been this back and forth of, well, we can stop and check into us for a receipt. Absolutely, but after I make my purchase, I have now concluded my business, and therefore I'm allowed to go wherever I want. And if you stop me, it is considered a crime. If you stop me, if you prevent me from leaving, and if you move me from one location to another, say, sir, ma'am, them, they, gender fluidity. I'm going to bring you over to this office. Mm-hmm. If you move me from one location against my will, that's considered kidnapping.
Yeah, it is.
So false imprisonment to kidnapping. But there's this weird balance of, is there this unsigned contract that because I am choosing to shop with a company and their practices are I'm going to stop randomly whoever I want, that they're exempt from those laws.
Yeah, no, you're not obligated to show your receipt. You're not obligated to be stopped by them, to even be put in that office with them. Sometimes, they enforce that, which is super tough. At the store that I'm at now, we have 2 on-duty police officers from open to close. Yeah. So, I think that's a big thing because people were carrying guns, carrying guns permit, and they're just a safety. But also, I think they let's say last month they had 130 apprehensions of Venezuelans alone.
Yeah, there's some things going down. Yeah.
And that's the tough part. The Stapleton store, they lost around $7 million in shrink. That's why eggs are $9 a carton. You got to think about it. It's right by DIA, right?
Yeah.
So the Venezuelans are by the hotel right next to where that store is at. And unfortunately, it's tough for them, as refugees that... What else are they going to do sometimes? It's
the balance,
yeah. And they have kids to feed, and that it's It's a tough.
It's
one.
in a really. I mean, $7 million lost. That is insane.
It is, yeah.
Bourbon. We're on the rocks. Things are changing a little bit. You got the initial Queens. We're gonna have to add more to it, obviously, because I mean, we don't want you to miss out on this.
Well, I remembered all the flavor palettes.
Okay,
You definitely get that banana souffle
Souffle.
as soon as it cools down.
Yeah.
That's actually really prevalent.
Oh yeah.
It's delicious.
And
I like it.
do you love it?
I like it a lot.
Do you like it? Love it? And would you like some more of it?
I don't know. I'm undecided. You know,
I mean, I don't know what
you
show
kidding
we're
me?
at where you don't want more, but
Right.
I guess that's where we're at tonight.
What do you think, Jerry Bear?
I think it's good. I want a little bit more.
$35 a shot.
Basically, huh?
No, I have no idea. If we don't know, it makes us feel better. So it does change the flavor a little bit because it's bringing the proof down, so it's not as harsh.
Yeah.
It's not 107 kicking you in the face. Now you're starting to be able to bring out a little bit more of the aromas, so you can smell. You can have the various scents. It changes that a little bit. You're bringing out a little bit more of the flavors. It's removing the harshness.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. I like it. I think that they did a phenomenal job on the 12-year. There's very few things that comes out of their distillery where I'm like, that is horrible. Never try it. I don't like Jack Apple in a glass. I will mix it with Sprite, and it's delightful. I don't like Jack Honey straight. It's really sweet. But you add that into some of the mixtures, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
This is a sipping whiskey, the 12-year, that you bring out when you drink with your buddies. And that's what we do here at DadDimes. But they have to be buddies worth drinking with.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're here.
I appreciate it, yeah.
12-year.
Right on there, too.
What do you taste out of it?
I taste straight America, really.
Straight American.
No, it's there's some butterscotches in there, which is great. You get the bananas, yeah, that's good. Initially they're like, yes, it's supposed to have like a really strong oak taste, and you can see it when you're actually looking at the whiskey itself. It's super dark, and you're like, all right, it's gonna kind of kick you, right? It's gonna be smoking, it's gonna be charred. I don't get that.
I don't
at all.
get any
This
oak
is
taste.
light,
Yeah.
and it's really good.
And when you cool it down, you don't get the aftertaste anymore either.
No, I didn't get any tobacco flavor.
As a tobacco user, I definitely didn't.
I mean, and I was into cigars for a very long time, in my 20s. Not as much in my 30s, but and I'm not tasting that.
I don't
It's
taste
good.
tobacco. No.
This is a bourbon that you have available when you're having like just a damn man. It's been a good week. I got my buddies. Maybe you're at the poker table. You're down to your final 3 players.
Break this out.
Everyone else left because they lost. That happens. They're like, all right, for me to win this, we're gonna crack out the 12-year. No one's gonna remember a thing, and I'm gonna take the bank.
Right.
We're all gonna
reminds
win.
me, We probably should get a poker game going soon. We haven't had one of those in a while.
I've been playing poker since I was like 8 years old with them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have to have the table ready. As soon as the table's ready, it'll be a perfect table.
Yeah, like Jared, fucking $50 buy-in, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 8.
And he's like, do you know how many cans I'm going to have to crush? I mean, he's going to give me 5 cents a can, but really it's like 5,000 cans to get like $1.50.
His mom would either hook him up, or his brothers would buy him in, or I'd buy him in.
Yeah. Cousins, uncles.
Yeah. Oh, your cousin uncle?
Cousin, uncle, yeah.
Yeah.
Cousin, uncle. Interesting.
So what was the first video game you ever played?
First video game. Very first one.
Very first one. In 94.
I mean,
You're born.
Probably the
Video game.
Probably WWE on the PlayStation 1, honestly. Yeah. Super into that, yeah. Actually, we used to play the 64. You had an Atari, yeah.
I had everything.
Yeah,
Still
he had
do.
everything. Goes
Still
way
do.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone that didn't have everything growing up, he certainly had the game consoles.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a while, my dad was a drug dealer. What do you want me to do? We had some money and then he went to prison, and then it was rough. And
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
My mom made a way for us to be happy, and she would move mountains to get us stuff.
Still would.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Auntie Philly,
she
yeah.
still does.
Yeah. I don't think she made it back on top of the mountain yet, but she has been climbing.
She's on the rise. I had a
She's
conversation with her.
I've been seeing the notes.
I was like, Ma, Trini passed you. And she's like, I know. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, she reposts our stuff and she comments and this and that. And she's like, okay. And then the same day, I have 46 notifications from her saying, hey, my mom posted this. My mom did this. My mom did this. I'm like, she's getting back. She's coming back.
She's making
So,
her come back.
Trini, you better watch your fucking back because Grandma's coming for
Here
that
it
ass.
comes.
Yep.
Man, we're going so far off topic. Who else was reposting? Her sister.
My niece Ella,
Yeah.
who I love.
Getting some stuff out there.
Thanks, Ella.
Hey, appreciate all the love, man. That's all.
Absolutely.
That's all love's good. So first game, WWE PlayStation. My favorite PlayStation game, one of all time, Twisted Metal. Loved it. You're rolling around with the clown thing, and shooting the thing. God.
Me and my brother
Such
used
a
to
good
get in
day.
on. We didn't get into Twisted Metal, but there was a game called. Depending on where you're from, me and my brother always pronounced it as Suikoden, but it's Suikoden or some shit, right? But it was a role-playing game, and it's by far probably one of the best PlayStation games you could play if you're into RPG.
Okay.
Then they came out with Suikoden 2, which is also a phenomenal game. Another role-playing game. You got to align the 107 Star Destiny type stuff. But
That's a lot of work.
even to this day, my most recent playthrough, both games, was probably a year ago. So even to this day, it still stands up as a high-quality game.
Do you remember Pa Rapper the Rapper?
Parappa the Rapper? My wife's going to love that reference because she mentions it all the time. I never actually got into it too much. There was a demo game, and I played the demo game, and I mean, it wasn't for me because I was a real rapper back in the day, you know?
I mean, I can see that.
I was selling beans at my dad's house. He didn't know shit.
Now I know where he gets it from.
Yeah.
That's like a lineage thing.
Yeah, lineage.
My brother
Bashal.
used to work for there was Blockbuster and there was Hollywood Video.
Hollywood.
Yeah, and at some point I got I think I was like 16 or 17. I got something in the mail saying, you're overdue on a bunch of games, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Fucking 13.
So I went in and I was like, I don't have an account. They're like, yeah, you're 47 years old and you have this account and you have like 19 things that are out and you owe us $13,000. And I was like, that's funny because I'm 16. He's like, oh yeah, we're doing an investigation on a former employee. Do you know this guy? I'm like, no,
Nope.
I don't know him. But cancel it because I'm 16. I'm not going to pay it and you're going to get sued. We're just going to go ahead and close this account, close all this. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. All these games, I didn't even get one.
Right? That's how Blockbuster was back in the day.
He was opening accounts in people's name. He opened an account in my name. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, we have stories. That's a different one. That was before I was enforcing the law. There's a lot of brother stories.
Yeah. My brother was great.
Yeah.
I mean, he joined the gang, but
Party.
he was fine after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I joined the biggest brotherhood there is. Brothers in Blue.
Oh, I was thinking KKK, but
Ooh,
wrong
wow. Cool Kids Club.
Cool Kids Club.
Right?
So they tried to do a community outreach program in one of these towns, and that's what they named it. And instead of doing like Cool C, Kids K, Club C, they just did the 3 K. Yeah, that didn't work out.
That's funny.
No.
And they were all fired. Come on, man. Don't make those choices.
I want to get into my cousin. So he claims to be Cush Brady, right?
Well, yeah, but
So
I
when you
want
hear-
to move that forward, yeah.
When you hear Cush Brady,
Yeah.
that's kind of a play on Tom Brady, who's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, right?
Second best, but yeah.
Who's first?
Let's see here. Marino?
No.
Not even close. And don't say Mahomes. Not
He
even
doesn't have a
close.
Super Bowl ring, Marino.
Yeah, but he really wanted one.
He really wanted one. He went to one Super Bowl, and that was his rookie season. Yeah. So Marino could suck.
Aikman?
He shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame. And this is coming from a Dallas Cowboy fan.
But he is.
He shouldn't be. Vinny Testaverde has better numbers than fucking Troy Aikman.
Kaepernick?
He just doesn't have 3 rings.
Nah, not Cap.
Not Kaepernick.
Definitely not Cap.
Anyways, back to Cush Brady, right?
I think if he was able to play the last couple seasons,
he would have still been mediocre at best.
True.
So he claims to be Cush Brady, right?
Yeah.
Although on this season of Call of Duty,
yeah,
I have more wins than he does.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's got double the KD I got. Yeah. He's got double the kills I got.
Just kill-death ratio for those that don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you... I call him Cush Breeze because he's got all the numbers and stats. He just doesn't have the rings, right?
Okay.
But if we put the numbers to it, how many games more played do you have than I do?
Like 5.
About 100 and something.
No, that doesn't matter.
This week?
No, just overall.
This week? I haven't even played this week.
I mean, we're talking seasons. This season I have more wins, technically.
So everybody's like, oh, Cush Brady's here, Cush Brady's here.
I clutch up.
First off, you clutch up.
Gulag wins.
Okay.
Come on.
But how many
victories
how many victories do you carry us to?
When I do, it's full carries. Like I'm dropping 16, 18,
okay,
and they're dropping like 2, 3, 1. Like, come on.
When we get a win, I have at least 5 to 7 kills.
That's crazy.
Bullshit. The last win we got together, I had more kills than you. Remember that?
Did you have it on stream though?
I did. I got it on my fucking computer. I'll pull it up.
We're gonna pull that one.
We're gonna have to see the video.
You son of a bitch.
We have to see the tape.
Right, well, you can follow us at DadDimes. That video will be posted.
Yeah.
To show that.
So I was thinking about merging the accounts, DJ and JB, in just 2 DadDimes, so we can stream our shows, and then we can just be pushing streams in general. So,
can you guys do like dual stream, like side by side?
Well,
perspective.
I'm sure we can.
Very rarely are we playing at the exact same time.
Oh yeah, true.
Just Wednesdays and Thursdays when the baby sleeps.
Yeah.
And then sometimes she'll take a 3-hour nap. Sometimes she'll take like a 30-minute nap. So it gets a little rough.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? You could be part of our first you could be our first client, DadDimes Gaming.
Right.
And we talked about that.
Yeah.
All we take is 60% of all income, and then we promote you being, a professional gamer.
I mean, I'm just saying, like with my talent, I don't know, 60. We go 50-50.
I think like 65-35.
That's crazy.
Is sounding better. Everything.
We do got 12,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
I'm just saying, you never know, man. Most of those accounts, they might be bots. Who knows?
I wish.
Matter. Followers are followers. Okay.
Listen, all right.
Thanks, Russia.
We'll go 50-50, and that's
Serbia.
the final offer right there. 50-50.
More than likely 55-45.
55-45. Well, we go. Let's do a coin flip, 50-50.
Okay, we'll do 50-50.
With the dime.
We were offering you 60%, and you turned us down. So now
you made a choice. Now it's 50-50. Okay. Well, if you want to lose your shares, I was here to try to promote you.
We can flip the dime right now on DadDimes.
I don't have any dimes. I got no dimes.
None?
Not on me. I mean, I have some upstairs, I think.
I got pesos.
We could do a peso, man.
All right. I'm down.
DadDimes Gaming, huh?
I mean, it's already there.
DadDimes Gaming.
DDG, huh?
Cush Breeze, because he's not Brady yet, because I got the Brady title.
He doesn't.
I just win
I'm better.
I just win champion. How many wins did you get with me, Justin?
I mean,
most of them?
All I do is win. Win.
No matter what?
No matter what.
There's a difference when you guys are in your guys' lobbies, but when you guys come to my lobbies.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
I'm just throwing it out there.
We need to finish this up, man. We're going to go back to this bottle over here.
Justin's getting offended. You call his lobbies fucking shit.
Listen, you play in Derek's lobbies, and that's tough. Love Derek, but damn. When I get in there, I'm dropping 15 in the first, 4 minutes.
Yeah, but no wins. That's the problem.
I'm just saying, man.
You play to win the game.
I think I just get overly aggressive because of my play style.
That's true.
I'm very aggressive, and I constantly want to push and engage the game because I mean that's how I think the game should be played.
Well, in the last one, I said, "Hey,
that is not how the game should be played."
You remember that?
No.
I think okay. Let's put it in perspective.
Strategery.
Right? So in the beginning of the game, it should be played aggressively.
Possibly.
Toward the end, then tactically, right?
I do
As
like
the
that.
circle gets, and I need to develop that.
You know what really fucks me up though?
What?
I'll play with you for like 3 nights in a row, and I'll go play with Justin and Derek and everybody else, right?
Yeah.
And I just like when I get in there, I'm like, let's fucking push them, and I go push a team, and I'll be honest, I'm not that good. And you can listen to the podcast where I say, hey, if you want to watch mediocre gameplay, come watch us. So I'll go push them thinking I'm with you, and then I just get obliterated.
As I'm still floating in, be like, I probably shouldn't land there.
Yeah. That's it. That's this motherfucker. I'm like, all right, let's land in hot. Let's just go for it. And he's like, oh, I'm going to reroute.
So as I'm saying
like,
it's like he's going in, and then all of a sudden you see all these streaks. I'm like, that's dumb. I don't want to go there. That's scary.
But when I land with him, he sees that.
Yeah.
And he kills him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I see it too. I'm like, I'm going to see how this plays. Oh, he's down? Oh, I'm not going to be able
But
to
the
do that.
fucked up part is when I'm with him, I'll down like 2 of them, and there's the third guy. And if he was there, he could fucking actually at least...
That's not how this happens. That's not how this happens at all. It'll be, he downs 2 of them. He downs the third one. The fourth one comes up, hits him in the back of the head. He's down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come in, get 4 kills, and then come revive you. Hey, look at all these down players. It's crazy.
The problem is he never actually makes it to revive me.
That's funny.
Oh, you died, so they're all my kills. Ooh, it's like Christmas.
It is. Or playing with Brandon, it's like, oh man, sometimes I'm like, damn. Brandon is the reviver though, man. He'll stay alive. He'll
Brandon
win the gulag.
stays alive for sure.
Yeah, and he'll get you in.
He'll get you back in.
And that's what he's like, everyone got their role. And I was like, that's your role.
That's what he says. He's
that
like,
is your role, man.
Everybody got
Pop a flare.
Hey, Kush, everybody got their role, man.
Pop a
All
flare.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody got their role. My role is to revive you guys and be a team player.
Yeah.
Your role is to go kill him.
And then he gets me hyped up. He's like, all right, I'm not seeing Kush Brady right now. And then I really have to go in and like really hone in.
He motivates you.
Yeah.
And then fucking Mac, he's busy on Grindr fucking jerking some D's, you know?
Whoa. So he's
Mesalicious.
he's gotten deeper into his application.
His grinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yep. His grinder is popping off. We haven't heard from him in like a week.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Or them. Would you keep this?
Would I keep it?
Yeah. Jack Daniel's 12-year.
It's pretty good compared to Jack Daniel's
Blackjack.
I'm actually going to reroute to Kush. What do you think, Kush?
I mean, I'm not really a drinker, but man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that.
You like it?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to our ratings, right?
It's
we
rating
have
time.
our neat rating and then our iced rating, right?
Okay.
So the neat ratings, when we first had it in the sniffer glasses, where it's basically just the whiskey, what would you rate it on a scale from 1 through 5?
I'll say like around a 6.5.
1 through 5.
Oh, my bad. Dang. Let's go 3.5.
3.5?
Oh, that's a choice.
Okay. Neat. I'm actually going to go probably a 3.3 neat. Wow. On this guy. I think the harshness at the beginning, you do get some banana flavors, but they're subtle. You get some vanilla flavors, subtle, but there is a big kick to it, right? Mm-hmm. When it's neat. I preferred this much more when it was diluted with ice. Okay. So, 3.3.
I mean, that's a choice. I think you're going to offend the let's see. I don't know if this is Chris or Clem or hell, I don't even know.
Chris and Clem.
Possibly. Sediment may occur over
Christopher
time.
Clem?
That's true.
Yep. Christopher Clem.
Our master distiller over here that did the 12-year for batch number 2 might be a little upset, but I will say out of the Jack lineup, this is the one of my more favorites.
Yeah.
You know, I would put this over Blackjack, put it over Gentleman Jack. I would love to sip on this more than Single Barrel. I would.
I would like to compare this to Sinatra, like...
Yeah, 1-to-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I rated Sinatra.
You'll have to go back to that.
Yep.
This is a solid, I mean, it's a 12-year Jack. It's a 4.0 for me.
4.0?
Yeah, I think they put some time, energy, effort into it. I think it's a Jack product that they put a little bit of love into, and their output on batch number 2 is right where it needs to be. I think this 12 year is actually really good and neat. It's 4.0. We're going to dilute it. We're going to put it on ice. What are we thinking?
Probably a 4.7.
We're going 3.5 to a 4.7.
Yeah.
Damn.
It
Okay.
tastes good after it's diluted.
All right, dilute it. You put it on ice. You're going to bring out some of those profiles. It's not going to be as harsh. I get that. Yeah.
I'm actually with Kush on this one, right? Now, granted, my flavor profile is not as defined as yours or refined as yours, but once you cool it down,
Yeah.
and I'm a fan of banana flavors.
Yeah.
I love a banana flavor. So my rating is actually going to jump up to 4.2 when it's on ice.
4.2. Nice.
I like this so much more when it's... And for me, this isn't one where you use a soapstone. I would say use an ice cube.
Yeah.
You want to use an ice cube for this because you want to dilute those flavors a little
Slow
bit. Bring that
dilution.
proof down a little bit. You don't get the harshness, but it really brings out that banana flavor in here that I like. It also brings out a slight vanilla flavor. I don't get no oak or
No
oak from there. I don't really get a caramel flavor from here either, which a lot of bourbons do have a caramel flavor. But for me, definitely it'll bring it up to that 4.2.
Okay.
So
usually I'm not an ice snob. I'm not. Throw the ice in there. Put it in Jack. Put a little bit of Coke. Life's good. That's an every nighter.
yeah.
If you use the wrong ice, that changes this, because I think that if it dilutes too fast, you're drinking a lot of water and a little bit of Jack. I don't like that. I think when we're talking about impurities and we're talking about slow melting ice, that's what thrives with this 12 year, because every sip is a different taste. And that is super cool. If you use impurities in ice, something that you're going to pour this directly over, and all of a sudden it's going to go from 4 cubes to no cubes in like 20 minutes because you're in a hot area. You're drinking a lot of water, a little bit of expensive Jack. It's not worth it. So I think that there's this balance of, yes, it should be chilled, and if it's going to dilute, it needs to dilute slowly.
Yep.
Just me.
I would use a sphere for sure for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely worked, yeah.
On ice, 4.5 for me.
4.5.
I like it. Yep.
And I mean, if we're talking about water purity, you could contact me. I'll install a filtration device on your entire house.
Done.
To where you get the purest, cleanest drinking water.
That's
so
it.
let me know.
We didn't do a DadDimes dime of the week. We do need to get that in there. So let's end it with that. What's the dime of the week?
I honestly have no idea.
I would say stay motivated and progressive in your life, yeah.
That's it. And actually, I was gonna go that direction. I was gonna say, you work hard for the things you need to work hard for, and you're gonna get what you work for.
Yeah.
Stay motivated, have that drive, and have that goal that you want to shoot for.
Exactly.
Dime of the week.
Dime of the week.
Love it.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Final thoughts.
Mine's the same.
Bless everyone. Bless America. Love
Not
everyone.
just bless. God bless America.
Love it.
God bless you. Thank you for coming and spending an hour with us. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the socials. We just recruited our first DadDimes Gaming Kush Brady, Kush Breeze, but Kush Brady. If you have any suggestions, please reach out to us on our DadDimes account, daddimes.com, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Email info@daddimes.com.
Yeah, buddy.
All
Other than
right.
that, God bless America.
Until next time.